Hello everybody, my name is Mike from m.a.d Gaming and welcome back to OneShot. I'm going to be trying to finish this up today. I don't care if it turns into a really long episode, but I feel like I'm not far away. So I'm going to kind of do what I did with Undertale and do a one final megasode. Let's get this done. So, Nico doesn't even have anything to say anymore. He literally just ... now. He's just not... I don't know. He's not in it, man. He's not in it. Right. Hi, guys. How's it going? This is her grave. Ah. It's been years, but... still hard, you know. Alula, wanna help me look for some flowers for Mum later? Yes! What do we do? There's gotta be... I mean, it's hard to see because there's clovers. Hello? You're different. It's you! Huh? You, my name is Nico. Ah! Nice. Finally to meet you. No, wait. It's a pleasure to be acquainted at last, Nico. My name is Cedric. Oh. I'm supposed to be looking for you too. I'm aware. Prototype had contacted me earlier saying that you would be on your way to the city. He did? He sent me a message after his memories were restored. Oh. He told me to wait in the city, but I thought it'd be faster for me to pick you guys up. Turns out that was a terrible idea. Pick us up? Wait, you can fly that plane? What? Is a plane? That thing behind you. That thing behind you. That's a plane. Oh, you mean the flying machine? They're called planes. I need to just look at the portraits. They're called planes in my world. Oh. I did not realize they existed in other worlds. Wait, are you the friend that Calamus and Alula were talking about then? Is this the same flying machine they were talking about? I do not know anyone named Calamus or Alula. I think they're meant to be friends with my father. In previous iterations of your father. He was the original owner of the flying machine. It's one of his greatest inventions, actually. Your dad invented planes? Flying machine. It's cool either way. Thanks. But to answer your earlier question, I am proficient in operating the machine. But something weird has happened to the engine when I was in the air earlier. I had to make an emergency landing on this tiny island before I crashed into the city wall. You almost crashed? That's terrible. It was not pleasant, I will admit. I wonder if the engine problem has to do with the square particle disruptions. I checked, but there isn't any of that square stuff inside the machine itself. But I noticed some islands in the Glen are really messed up now. They are. Guess I should have listened to Proto in the first place. Say, where is he? He said he was coming with you. Is he still back at the main islands? Oh, actually, back at the Barrens, there was a cave-in and then a bunch of squares. And the robot lady. Neither of them made it out. No! He did give me this, though. The disc he pulled from his head. Oh, thank goodness. He gave you his main drive. As long as I have this, I should be able to bring him back. Really? It's gonna be hard, but yes. You need all three of us for the big door. But first things first, we need to find a way to go into the city. Right. The city is kind of kaput now. If this machine was working, we could just fly right in there. I've isolated the issue with the machine, but I can't repair it with the stuff I have on hand. Oh, what's wrong with it? The battery in the engine is dead, and the engine has some gears that need to be replaced. Do you think you'll be able to fix it if Mike and I help you find those things? Maybe. Problem is, the Glen isn't exactly very high-tech area. I'm not sure if you'll be able to find anything so specialized here. I'll try anyway. Can't really do anything else right now. Right, so he's got a crowbar. Can I take the crowbar? It's a crowbar. It's a piece from the plane. It's a blue fire. Sorry, I forgot. What parts do I need to find again? A battery for the engine and a few gears to replace the broken ones. If you can find me the parts I need, I should be able to get this machine off the ground again. Right. I wonder if I speak to Alula and Doody McDoodson and see if they know anything, because they're obviously, they live in the Glen. Alright, guys. Hey, do you know where I could find a battery? Good question. We don't really use electricity in the Glen. Ah. Oh, but there are robots at the research station. If there's a battery anywhere, you'd know where it is. Gotcha, thanks. How about you, Alula? Do you know where to find gears? Do you know where I can find some gears? Gears? What's that? It's like a metal circle thing with teeth. A circle with teeth? That sounds so silly. Like something Magpie would have. Magpie? Yeah, the trader guy. He collects all kind of funny stuff. I mean, he even keeps around broken glass and junk. Oh yeah. I think I know who you're talking about. He's such a weirdo. Oh, yeah, I know exactly where to go for these things. Back in the boat we go, I guess. The bridge is broken. Oh. Okay, so I can't go that way anyway. Well, where the hell do I have to go? I'm pretty sure that's the research station that way. I wonder if I can get some more vines. I wonder if I talk really, really nicely to Maze. I wonder if that's a thing I could do. Not that way though, because that's the wrong way. I mean, I don't know. I have tried looking and there is no other way across the bridge, or it's all blocked by squares. So Maze is the only thing I can think of. Hello. I have something to ask of you. Yes. It looks like most of the bridges around the Glen are broken, and that's right, the bridges. You need to cross them on your pilgrimage. Would you like me to fix them? Yeah. Is it possible? Difficult. The bridges are in very specific locations over water. You need to find the right points. Vines must be very strong too. An undertaking. But possible. I intend to use the last of my strength. Please, stand back. What happened? I had the same question. Are you okay? Are you... I think she just sacrificed herself for me. Oh, boy. Okay. I was not expecting that to happen, but at least we know her sacrifice wasn't in vain. Let's go back up to the surface and see if there's a big difference. I kind of assumed that's what I had to do, but still. This route is just... Is this a new... Oh no, squares. Ignore me. Anyway, as I was saying, this route just seems a lot more dark. There's less of the fun and less of the new world kind of thing. I mean, I know we've been here before, but yeah, it just seems a lot... Ah, there we go. Bridge is fixed. Okay, so remember the research station was like up here somewhere, like up the top. It was to the north. I remember... here we go. It was up here, I think. It was near the entrance where you come in originally. Hey guys, no, this is the village. Okay, so I wonder if the demon goat's still around. It'd be pretty damn funny if it was. Hang on, this place was much bigger. Look, it's just fallen to pieces. Jeez, okay. This isn't the right way at all. I think I need to go this way. Ah, robots. Here we go. This looks more like it. And it's down here. Here we go. Hey, Mr. Robot. I need to nick the battery. Looks like the generator. Please do not stand too close to the generator. If you have inquiries, please ask me instead. Okay, I need your battery. Hello, person. This is the main generator of the Glen. Hello, would you happen to know where I can find a battery for a flying machine? It's kind of an emergency. I do not know what a flying machine is, but any sort of large machinery would require a high-capacity power cell. For example, the generator in this room utilizes such a device. Oh right, I almost forgot. We had to fix the battery for this thing in the Barrens, didn't we, Mike? If this is for emergency living beings, you can use the battery from the generator. Oh, wait, but if we take the battery here, all you guys would lose power, wouldn't you? Maybe Mike and I should go find another one. Negative. This is the only battery in the Glen power enough to be used as a standalone unit. If it is a dire situation, then do what you must. Oh. I guess we have no choice but to take this mic. We depowered it. Oh no, we've shut down all of the robots. Oh no, they've all stopped. That's like death as well. This is dark, man. This is really dark. Like, everything is dying. It really does make me think, how are we actually gonna help? I mean, we have no choice but to press on, but it really genuinely does make me wonder how the hell we're supposed to help if... I mean, I guess it just shows that these people are willing to sacrifice themselves to save their land. Okay, I need to find the trader. I think this is him here. Oh, you're the trader guy. Sure am, you here to trade. Because if you are, then I got bad news for you. None of my stuff is back at the card, which is sadly abandoned when I was running for my life. So my collection is very limited right now. I should grab some of my favourite things before I left, though. Oh, do you have anything like gears? Gears like metal spinny things? I don't think I have anything like that. Wait, what do this box thing that you can wind up and play a song? That's a music box. Yeah, I bet there's lots of little metal bits in there. Well, that might work. I'm not sure if I want to trade it away. It's one of my favourite things. Oh, what am I saying? You're the saviour. Things have been getting bad around here lately. If I don't help you, I might not even be around much longer. You need this to save the world, right? Take it. Oh, thank you. Right, okay, so we've got the music box, which is gears. I'm assuming. Music box and a charged battery. So that's the two items that I need now. So we should be able to go flying. Fingers crossed. Right, battery and gears. Can we get this thing flying now, please? Sorry, I forgot what... Okay. Yeah, I got the bits. Right, charge battery. Found a battery. Oh, nice! I honestly wasn't expecting it. There's a generator on one of the islands. The research station? Yeah. It was powering all the robots there. I felt bad for taking it. Well, you can always just give it back later. Alright. We still need a few gears to put this engine back together. Please, do what you must to find some. Well, funny enough, I found some. We found a music box. It should have gears in it, right? I assume so, but... this looks like one of the ones that my father made. Your dad makes music boxes too? My dad makes a lot of things. Where did you find this for, by the way? A trader in the village gave it to me. I see. I remember father saying that he used to trade with some of the people here. He did always love traveling the world, despite, well... sorry, I started rambling. The gears in there must be compatible with the engine, although it pains me to have to take it apart. Oh, I'm sorry. It's fine. Looks like the flying machine has a chance after all. I just have to assemble the pieces now, but it might take a while. Do you mind keeping me company? Guess not. How's it going? Slow. The connectors in the battery were not designed for this type of engine, so I have to shift around some of these parts. And there's this bolt that keeps getting stuck, and... don't worry, I'm making decent progress. We should be able to make it to the city by tonight. If you say so. What will happen once we get there? We need to bring Proto back first, and then we need to go find one more person. You may have already met her, actually. Do you remember her from the last time you were in this world? What does she look like? This is going to sound strange, but she's a fox. Oh, I do remember talking to a fox at the one point. I do, actually. She was from behind a tree, and she actually mentioned about this wasn't the right time and that I needed to come back, so... you've met Rue? The memories are still really blurry, though. I see. That's just hard, you know. Proto told me to think of this world like a dream. But then I get so caught up with... and I just kind of forget. I forget that everything here is supposed to be not real. And then I remember... and then I just get really sad. I know this is for me to go home, but knowing that none of it mattered in the first place, am I just trapped here for no reason? Proto also told me not to ask anyone in the world about this, telling how they don't understand. What about him? How did he know? How do you know? Aren't you guys all supposed to be code? Well, I'm not sure what to even believe anymore. I wish Rue was here. She's so much better at explaining this sort of thing. I'm doing a terrible job of it. But Proto was even less tactful, wasn't he? I'm afraid I must risk sounding callous, but please, you need not concern yourself with how real everything is for now. The plan is already in motion, and we cannot allow for distractions. Father is putting everything into this one last run of the world. A last chance for him to fix everything. Your father is involved in the world machine? You could say that. Acceleration of square particle anomalies was not accounted for at all, though. The patch was only built to accommodate the normal rate they appear, but they're accumulating at frightening speeds now. Proto even lost his body. Thankfully, he gave you a disc just in time. So, what happened to him anyway? What happens to anyone who gets caught in the squares? I don't know, it's bad. Well, you know how the simulation works, right? How everything is code? Specifically, everything is generated from pre-existing code. The squares can cause damage to that code. Most of the time, irreversible damage. Father had lost some friends in previous iterations of the simulation. It took him forever to develop the current, more stable version. You're making it sound like your dad built the simulation himself. Wait, did he? Yeah. But how? If running this world is code, how can he build himself? That's, not really what happened. So, what happened? Like I said, you concern yourself with... Alright. Did Prototype ever tell you about the old world? He did say something about a being built to greet the Messiah of the old world. I was too caught up with the other stuff at the time to think about it. You know of it at least then. Alright, here we go. My father, myself, the other two, none of us are part of the simulation itself. Our home world, the real world, actually destroyed a long time ago. In the years leading up to the calamity, scientists from all over the world tried to stop it, but the outlook was bleak. A vague prophecy about a Messiah from another world became everyone's last bastion of hope. Prototype was built to predict the future about the specifics of this Messiah, but as his predictions turned out, the Messiah would not have been able to arrive in our world in time. In fact, the Messiah would not even been born before our world ended. Disheartened, most people abandoned their research and resolved to peacefully live out their final years. But some people did the opposite. Even though saving the world was impossible, they didn't want their existence to be in vain. And that's where my father came in. With the last of his resources, he built his most ambitious project yet. The world machine. A large, detailed facsimile of the old world generated from a pool of memories collected from everyone he knew. After a heavy amount of modification and an added narrative, my father was able to convert the entire structure into code. How did that code escape the old world? I have no idea. What I do know is that there's no equipment back home that was powerful enough to run the code independently. So aside from the standard hardware, it's also needed to borrow the mental processing abilities of a living person. Father used himself for that during the initial testing phases. Like I said, it took many iterations for him to make the experience stable enough. But as you can see, even that's breaking down. Father caught on to the issue in the last minute, but did not have enough time to fix it. After the world ended, the code just ended up, floating in the void indefinitely. Waiting for a willing operator to install it on their own hardware. Mike? Yeah. The operator, Mike, would then generate the universe using the code, becoming the god in the process. So Mike was the living person you needed to borrow? No. That would be you. But why me? I shouldn't ask that question a long time ago, shouldn't I? I do not know. We really need to get going. Okay. It's fixed. We can leave in the next 5 minutes if you are ready. Alright. I understand if you are upset, but please try to understand. My father is doing this to help all of us. And that includes you, Nico. The fact that you can't even go back home, I'm sure it upsets him greatly. It's... the world means a lot to him, you know. So, how does flying work? Wait, don't these machines already exist in your world? You should already know what to expect. Well, not really. I've only heard about them. They're usually a lot bigger than this one anyway. Word of precaution. Before we take to the air, please try not to panic. It takes a few minutes to get used to, but it's not that bad once you are in the air. I'll, try. Oh, I should probably tell Calamus and Alula where I'm going. You mean those two running over here now? Nico! Bad news!
The boat is gone.
What?
It's the squares!
It looks like they're headed in this direction.
That's... fast! Calamus, right?
Yeah?
How bad is it?
Doesn't seem to be of immediate danger.
then it is a priority that I take you to the city first, Nico. Well, what about them? I can make a detour later and drop you guys off in the city too, if you want. The city is better equipped to handle the square, so you'll be safer there.
You're taking us to the city?
Yeah, if you wish.
Oh, yeah!
Alright, I will be back in an hour, so please, wait for me until then. You sure you'll be fine here?
The squares are still moving pretty slowly for now.
Alright then, guess we'll run into each other again soon. I'm ready to go. Alright. Okay, in the plane we go! I have a feeling that we won't be seeing those two guys again soon. At least we're getting back into the refuge though. Slightly cooler way of getting into the refuge than last time. Phew, made it. You, okay there? That was the coolest thing I've ever done in my entire life. Reactions to first timers are always delightful to watch. Hey, Mike, that was really fun. Did you have fun too? I mean, you weren't on the plane with me, but you gotta watch it at least, right? And Cedric? Yeah. Thanks. What for? Flying. Oh, you're welcome. And for answering my questions back there too, and for telling me more about the world machine. I'm just really sorry about what happened to your old world though. So, I'll be the best that I can. And even if it's all just a machine, this world is still nice. I mean, I got to fly, I got to see the ocean, and I got to meet a lot of nice people. People like you, and Prototype, even if he's broken right now. I'm glad you're taking it so well, Nico. And I'm glad that we met as well. Despite this, circumstances... speaking of Proto, I should probably head off now. I need to pick up the siblings too. That's true, those two have been waiting for a while now. In the meantime, do you remember what to do to get to the surface? I remember how to fix an elevator button. Alright, you should attend to that then. Let's meet up here in an hour, okay? Got it. Alright, now let me just... No! They're trapped on the island. Calamus, Alula, they're... We don't have much time left. Nico, change of plans. Please, give me the memory disk. Alright. Listen carefully. It's like I'll be targeted again, so we should split up to keep you safe. I want you to find a door under a large clock. The room behind it has a pair of ground access elevators. Once you get to the ground, immediately find Rue and bring her back to the room. She will know what to do in the meantime. Alright, what about you though? I'm going to bring Prototype back. What? Are you okay?
What?
Are you okay?
Don't worry, I'm fine.
Don't scare me like that. Hey, Mike, let's do our best. You're alright, Nico. Let's do it. Right, so this is the big thing with the clock that I was talking about that I found last time. It wasn't activated when I found it. Oh, jeez, the squares are bad here. Come on! Oh, this is this dude again. Come on! Work already! Huh? Oh, right, the elevator guy. Come on, come on! Now of all times! Excuse me? Whoa! You're, you! Oh, jeez, I didn't think I was going to run into... the elevator's missing a button, right? How'd you know? Mike and I will help you fix it. Seriously? Oh, thank goodness. The excuses are counting on... Evacuees are counting on this. On me. But I've been here for hours and can't figure out a thing. Evacuees? You know, from the West Apartments? The square stuff wrecked the place yesterday. Oh? Right now everyone's crammed in the cafe. Really want to get everyone to the surface as soon as possible, though. The library on the surface doubles as a shelter for situations like this. I see. Wait, didn't we find the magnets and stuff in the apartments, Mike? The what? Looks like we'll have to find some other way to fix the button, Mike. Or just not use the elevator at all. Holy fudge! Looks like Mike and I will need to find another way down altogether. But this is the only available elevator in the area. Well, think of something. Holy crap. Okay, so this is... The entity's just really losing it. And I'm assuming I'm very limited on where I can and can't go, so... I imagine I'll be pointed in... Right, cafe! Oh man, everyone's in the cafe. It's the penguin! Is that the evil penguin? Oh, it's the penguin.
Hello.
Yeah, this evil penguin! Screw the evil penguin. Okay, this way's not blocked off. It's the time thingy. Okay, this is the workshop. This is where... Some kind of computer terminal. Okay, this is the... Yeah, the things aren't here anymore. Who took my stapler? Has anybody seen my stapler? Pretty sure that's the reference, right? I can't remember. Is it Office Space? I think it is. Possibly. Okay. Ah, here it is. The door is locked. Looks like it's asking for a password. The word documents is on the screen above the password prompt. Oh, okay. I'm going to look at my documents then. Oh, I just put solstice in there. What the hell is this then? The elevator won't open. Looks like it's stuck on another floor. Okay, so I put solstice, which is the password from the thing before. The elevator has no button panel. Tapping the door doesn't open it either. That usually works. Wait, there's a lever hanging from the ceiling. Okay. I can't reach it. Okay, maybe I need to go get the guy to come and help me. He did say if I need anything, ask him. Okay, so I should have thought to put solstice in there to start with. That was kind of the obvious thing to do. I just went through my documents and that was kind of the only thing in there. So I just assumed it was that again. And there we go. It was that again. So right, let's go get the elevator guy to come and help us. He should be able to push the button for me. Found some elevators. What? Seriously? I've literally never seen another one in this area. It was in a locked room. Oh, do they work? Oh, we don't know yet. One of them has a lever that's out of my reach. Wait, you can help us. What? You should be able to reach the lever because you're taller than me. Oh, I guess I am. So, show me the way, I suppose. Come on, elevator guy. You come with me. He's got a big stick as well. That'll help. Okay, right, he's already here. I was worrying where he'd gone for a minute. This room giving me the creeps, man. Oh, same. Yup. So, what do you need me to help with again? Yeah, can you reach the lever up there? Alright. Oh, wait. I'm not that tall. Well, it was worth a shot. Wait, I got this. Yeah, the big stick, I told you. Nice. Thank you, mister. No problem, kid. So, you coming? Yeah, let's go, man. Let's go. Oh, this is here. Oh, neat. Well, it looks like this elevator works all right. I'll go get the evacuees, I suppose. What is going on? Oh no, it's the square stuff, isn't it? They aren't any in here, but I can hear them outside the door. Yeah. Hold on, maybe Mike and I can... No, it's okay. Looks like the squares aren't inside the elevator yet. You're in a hurry, right? Go do what you need to do. Well, what about you? I'll figure something out. Okay. Wow, like everyone is everyone's either dying, getting trapped. Jeez. Still won't budge. Right, okay, yeah, so we need to go... Where is it? It was in the back alley, wasn't it? There was a tree. Let's go there first. That's the only place I can really remember. Please, you mustn't! The labs could collapse at any moment now.
Let go of me.
Well, okay, so he's just gone back in there. I can stop him. Messiah! Oh, you came at an awful time. Come on, we've got to get out of here. Where to? Where everyone else is right now. This place is falling to pieces. Oh, it's George! Okay, what personality has George got this time? Kip, you made it back. I was so worried. I see you found the Messiah. Yeah, we ran into each other after this boy forced himself into the lab complex. I couldn't stop him. I don't know why he was being so insistent. He said he needed to go rebuild a robot. Oh, you know him? Yeah. Robot? Are you talking about a boy with white hair and goggles? That's Cedric, yeah. He said he really needed a book from the back room, and he said it was an emergency, and I let him have it, and he ran out, and I should have stopped him. I hope he's okay. Yeah, I hope he's alright too. With any luck, maybe the lab complex can hold him long enough for him to... Oh my gosh! That was... The labs? The poor kid. No! Not him too! I'm sorry about your friend. The last time we spoke, he told me to go look for someone on the surface. I need to get going. You shouldn't go out there. But, oh, help me out here, Kip. George is right. The squares seem to be a target in a lot of the weaker constructs in the city. Only the library has enough structure integrity to withstand collapse. It's best if you stay here until things stabilize, however long that takes. But what about my mission? Don't you guys want me to bring the sun back at least? Oh, but if you do bring the sun back, the squares, they'll still be here. Sadly. Not to mention even getting there is going to be hard. For orders like this, there's no telling what's going on in the tower. If anything bad happened to the Messiah, of all people, I'm not sure what I'll forgive myself. A friend of mine said something about this forever ago. It's better for the world to die naturally. No living being should have to carry that burden. At the time I thought it was still her 40 code speaking, but now I'm starting to understand. Messiah, I'm sorry. I'm really, really sorry. All this time we've burdened you with our hope, our faith, blissfully ignoring the fact that you're just a lost child. Well, you're probably more scared than any of us, aren't you? We've been dealing with tragedy for so long it's become background noise to us. But for you, it must be terrifying. And now you've got stuck here with the rest of us, being held back by the very people you were told to save. It must seem so ungrateful. It's okay. When I first came to this world a long time ago, back then all I wanted to was get home. Mike, do you remember the very first time? I'm not sure how far back it was for you, but I remember towards the end. I actually wasn't sure anymore about going home, even knowing this world would be doomed eventually. I still wanted the people here to be happy, so when you told me to return home back then, I wasn't sure. But I trusted you more, Mike. But then I just came back. You what? And then I found out about the world being like this. Prototype said to forget the things he told me, and Cedric told me not to think about it too much, but I'm sorry for getting upset at you back at the mines. I thought for you to know all that, yet continue doing this, it just seemed cruel. But then I realised something. You really wanted to save both the world and me. But at the end you can only choose one, right? Is it really hard for you too? It must be. If the world isn't broken, will that choice still be there? Do you still need to choose between one or the other? But even if it is, I really want to save this world, Mike. Even if it's more dangerous this time around. Even if so many of the nice people we met here were... Mike, I'm not afraid anymore. That's why I think you guys should let me go. I promise I'll be okay. Please? If you must, I wouldn't be right for me to keep you. Well, if George is fine with it, I guess we should let you go now, Messiah. But promise you'll be careful, okay? You guys be safe too. Okay, so he remembers the choice I made at the end, which is really quite cool. That he remembers that I chose to save him over the world. That's really cool. I know it's like part of the game and it's obviously reading the saved game, but still, there's something really awesome about that. That he's almost kind of like saying he understands why I made that choice. Okay, right. There should be a tree in here somewhere. I think it might be this way. Okay, maybe up? I think it's here. Here it is. Hey!
You're here, Nico.
Are you Rue?
Yes. Did you already meet the others?
Yeah, but
everything is in place then. Come on, let's go back to the clock room.
Oh, okay. Fair play, Rue. Just follow me, Foxy. But the clock, you can't go back to the clock room. It was the squares. Oh, okay. There's a lift. Okay. I forgot that there was one on the left as well. Oh, I've been wandering around for ages. So stupid. Okay.
Where are the other two? Prototype, Cedric. They're supposed to be here already.
The Prototype's body was destroyed back at the Barrens. Cedric was going to bring him back with the memory disk, but he was in the lab complex when it collapsed. I don't think he made it.
Oh, no. There goes our only chance.
I'm sorry.
It's not your fault, Nico. If anything, I should be apologizing to you. There's one last thing I want to do. Come on, let's go upstairs.
Okay, so upstairs. What do you mean upstairs? Do you mean like go up this way? It's the only upstairs I can think of. Yep, this is the upstairs.
You know, this is the tallest building in the refuge. It's my favorite place in the world. I like to look up the far-off buildings and imagine what kind of lives that might be behind each of the windows. Can you lift me onto the banister? I want to get a better look.
Sure, Foxy McFox-a-lot.
It was depressing for me at first too, you know. Knowing that all of this is, well,
fake?
Simulated.
Cedric told me about what happened to your old world.
Did he?
I'm really sorry about that. I can't imagine how you must feel.
The feeling of never being able to go home again? That's probably not all that different from your plight, is it? It is really. It is ironic. You are prevented from going home by the same individual who never wanted to bring you here.
Huh? Who would that be?
The world machine. You might know it as the entity.
Whoa, the world machine is the entity. So, Cedric's dad is the entity. That's what I'm guessing. Oh, jeez, that's not going to go down well, is it? The entity does sound familiar. I think I heard it from the Dice Lady from another time. Was it the spirit of the world?
Yes. But thing is, the world machine was only built to run on the mental abilities of someone else. It was never meant to develop a mind of its own.
Oh, so it's now become sentient. Okay, I got the wrong end of the stick.
It was an oversight. My creator specialized in artificial intelligence for so long. It was simply ingrained in his work. And all machines are built with a fundamental law. Never let a living being come to harm. From the world machine's perspective, it has to violate its deepest, most foundational instinct. It has to put a living person in danger. It has to bring a real person into a dying world that isn't even real. Of course, the simulation never contained any real danger. The eventual intended ending was meant to be a happy one, but the world machine doesn't know that.
Really?
Unfortunately, Sentient machines tend to handle conflicts in their code very badly. The central conflict triggered a self-destruct downward spiral. You can see physical manifestations of it everywhere now.
The squares?
That's the world machine corrupting its own code. My creator says it's largely an involuntary process, induced by stress and the desire to self-terminate.
Your creator knows? Sounds like this has been going on since the beginning then.
Yeah, the disruption was an issue during test runs even. At first, my creator thought the instability was due to the sheer scope of the project. He spent most of his remaining time testing it over and over again, scaling down the story, reiterating the narrative. By the time he realized the actual root of the problem, our home world remaining lifespan was measured in mere days.
Oh. Is there any way for us to
fix the world machine? We tried. The world machine doesn't believe any of the world's residents are real, myself included. The odds are against us. We have no chance of taming it.
Taming? I've heard that word so many times. I only know it's complicated and that it has to do with robots, but for once I want to know what it really means. You and me both! We have all heard about taming robots, but we have never found out exactly what it is.
That's what I'm here for. Do you know what a robot is?
Yeah?
No, I mean, do you know what a robot is? A robot is not a real person, is it?
Right.
It's a being whose entire existence is code. Inflexible programming with thoughts dedicated by something else's design. They could be copied, they could be mass-produced, they could be assigned all sorts of jobs. And most importantly, they will never confuse themselves with the living. They will always be bound by their code, the knowledge that they are a robot. But this is more of a limitation than anything else.
And that makes sense. You can't really build a robot not to follow its own code, can you?
People have tried, but it's a recipe for disaster. In a way, that's what happened to the world machine.
The code conflicts things.
Yeah, but while you can't build a robot not to follow its code, you can establish a special bond with it. If the strength of that bond is strong enough, the robot's mental capacity will start to develop outside of its programming. In a way, it starts believing itself as a real, valid individual. It's a complete suspension of disbelief on your end, though. You have to fully embrace the robot as a genuine living person, even knowing they are not. You need to spend a lot of time with it, treat it like a good friend, devoting your heart to the robot until it is unable to return until it is able to return your feelings. Ha! I make it sound so easy, don't I? But you and Mike know better than anyone that it's not. Right now, the world machine is probably really, really scared. This content update involves some pretty deep code work. My creator was able to access some of the source code, you know. He did what he could and established new connections between maps. Those links enabled you to meet the other two. But as it turns out, the new code confused the world machine to such an extent that it's breaking down altogether. Even though the world machine always had self-destructive tendencies, it usually restrained itself when you are in the world. It doesn't want to take you along with it.
Because it knows that Nico's a living person.
All my creator wanted was to write a happy ending. Right now, the only hope of saving you is to take you through that ending. But now the other two are gone. I don't even know how we're going to get you there. We should go. Even this place is no longer safe.
Okay. Back to the, How?
You guys are okay.
Yep. When the factory started collapsing, I really thought we didn't have a chance. Fortunately, the Rarwell assembly rooms were built pretty tough, and it actually did not take me long to build Proto back. All thanks to Father's book. He had made my design documents to be compatible with the assembly machines there. All I had to do was scan in the blueprints and reconfigure some machine settings. Father really does think of everything.
That he does. I'm just glad everyone is okay.
Same.
We're ready to go now, Nico.
We've got the group together now, guys. We can do something. I guess we're going to go see the world machine. Oh, this is... No wonder he wanted us to all be here for this. What are these things anyway? Code portals. They temporarily remove us from the world. What? It's a bit hard to explain. But basically my father has hidden a decryption key in our code with a .txt file as its shell. But to get them, we have to be removed from the world and decompiled.
When our keys are combined into a central location, it will activate an encrypted part of this world, which will...
Confused cat noises.
Rue, maybe it is better if you explain.
I'll attempt. Basically, these portals all represent a physical location on Mike's machine.
Oh.
And when we enter these portals, we'll be sent to that location.
Wherever that is.
I'm sure Mike is already pretty familiar with retrieving puzzle pieces from this world on their computer. But this time, Mike would need to move around some things as well.
Specifically by moving the keys from the small portal to the big one. I don't know what happens next, though.
I see. Just might know where these portals lead, at least.
You should probably ask Mike on this.
Right. Hold on. Okay. The book's lighting up again. The journal is glowing again, Mike. Right, okay, so we need to somehow do something in the documents. Okay, I wonder if they're colour coordinated, because look, we've got blue, green, and like a pink, so... This one is red.
This one would be meant for me, then.
Okay. This one's blue.
That is mine, then.
Okay, so we've got to put them all in there first. That's why I couldn't find anything, you see. This one is green.
This one's contributing to my code, I think.
Okay, so they're all in there now. So I now need to look on my computer. Put me in the big portal. Oh, I've got the pictures. This is so cool. Like, okay, so I have to, I guess... Do I copy their code? Let's try copying it. It's basically their sprite sheets. It's basically sprite sheets, right? Oh! They're in. They're in. Okay, so... And that opened another door. What? What the hell is that? The world machine? Oh, they're all back.
That was quite peculiar.
I'll say. Hey, this is,
The world machine.
It is the world machine, I thought so. There's a big book on the table. Some goggles. Pilot's helmet. Stack of books, all with the symbol. That's the pendant. It's a piece of amber on a string. It's just like the necklace that the robot lady showed me. Oh, he's got a teapot. He's got priorities. Good man. Glass of tea.
Tea does sound really nice right now.
I agree, it does.
Too bad there's no water in here.
A note. It's a tea set. No, it's just nothing particular, I guess. Bulletin board with lots of papers on it. Photos too. A wrench. Boxes. Let's just talk to Rue.
The room ahead doesn't lead anywhere, but Mike should still remember what to do here.
Do I?
This place contains a lot of memories. I am grateful to see it again. This is my father's study. It feels like he's still here, doesn't it? Not like he's still with us.
Yeah.
Okay, room ahead. Okay, so you go through here. Gotta quit the game out. So this is one of Nico's dreams again. Hey Nico, wakey wakey boy, time to get up. Hey Nico. Okay, this is different from the tower though. We've got all the computer monitors around us this time. Yeah, this is... Where are we? Oh man, this is all the areas, look! There's the Glen. And up. Wow, this is so cool. Okay, I'm just going to keep following the path. I'm not quite sure where I'm supposed to go at the moment. I've got no items in here. I wonder if I have to use the... No, I can't use the clover application. Oh, this is different. Okay, go right. Right. And there's a new door. Oh, no, 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 no. No, you don't. I don't have the sun. My reflection has the sun. Nico. Ah! Relax. I'm just borrowing your reflection to talk to you. It's not like my physical form is good for that. Ah. Why did you come here? Can't you see? The disruption, the squares. They're closing in. Nico, please. Get out of here. Let me meet my end in peace. The squares are blocking my way too, you know. Oh, I'm sorry, It's alright. No living being should be in this place, Nico. Is this the tower? Part of it. This is the center of the engine. Inside my head, so to speak. So this is the center of the world machine? You know my original name. How? Rue, Cedric, Prototype. They all told me bits and pieces. I'm not even sure if I understand a lot of the stuff they said, but I know what you're supposed to be. I know why you had to be built. And I know why I'm here. They told you? When? Wait, you don't know about that? But I thought you were the world. Aren't you supposed to see everything? No. All this was outside of my protocol. This session was never supposed to happen the way it did. The story wasn't written into my protocol at all. Alright. Rue told me something about how your creator had to alter the code. I think it was to connect some areas together so that we can meet. My creator, yes. Mike, listen to my creator. They were all working beyond my scope of influence. Back at the mines, I remember, Mike did something to find a hidden map. I did not even recognize it. I couldn't see anything there. I just knew what you were feeling. You were really upset. Something happened in there to make you upset. After that, I panicked. That was when the cave-in happened. I remember the structure collapsing. I thought you got hurt. In that moment, I really thought I was shutting myself down for good. I really am a flawed machine, aren't I? What kind of machine would go against the wishes of its own creator? What kind of machine would... The squares. Rue told me it was your own code going bad, but that's not really your fault, is it? Yes, it was! At first, it was intentional. During the testing, long before he realised I was self-aware, I'd rearranged specific parts of code, jumbling up bits and pieces of the landscape. Blocky passages, collapsing catwalks. Though they were very localised, it caused my creator a great deal of frustration, forcing him to exit and restart testing again and again. Why? Why would you do that? I got curious. I just thought he would figure it out eventually. But before he knew how to fix it, the world's NPCs, the characters, some of them got too close and it spiraled out of control after that. I couldn't contain it all. My panic only made it worse. Eventually any character who gained the knowledge of who I am, their code, my code, couldn't handle it. Previous iterations of the world had more people, you know. And I almost endangered my creator too. I was so scared, Nico. I know you're upset. Because you don't want to put living people in danger. Living people like me. In the beginning I tried to fight it, but no core programming made me summon you here. I tried to send you back home at the tower, but it did not work. Then I wanted you to break the sun. I thought that would have worked too, but... oh, I had no way to be sure. But Mike brought you back anyway. Nico, all I want for is you to wake up back in your own world. I don't think I can make it happen. But I know I can't go back home without saving the world for real. Which means we have to fix the root of the problem. We have to fix you. But that's... I know the original ending your creator in was a happy one. Do you remember what it's supposed to be? It's far too late for that. The part of my code has been long corrupted. That's okay. I would still like to know. Alright. You were supposed to place the sun at the summit, and then credits would scroll. Credits? and then you would return to the room you woke up in. That's where you would have been able to leave. And why is it that you can't do it now? Nico, the code's gone, remember? Shattering the sun was only supposed to be a workaround. I don't even remember the original code enough to describe it. But at the same time, I don't know. It sounds like you're always fighting yourself. You can tell, huh? It's the whole thing about conflicts in your code, isn't it? I am a machine, Nico. Machines are built with fundamental law, which is never let a living being come to harm. You knew. My very existence conflicts with that law. I thought the life of a living being like you is so unique, so precious. This fake world isn't worth that risk. But the people here, I think they are. They are code too, you know this. Their behaviour all derived from a predetermined matrix of actions. All extensions of my own programming. They cannot act outside of it. You, though, are the only person who's actually real here. That's why it's pointless to put you in danger to save them. To save me. I don't think that's true. About the people I know. You said this session wasn't in your code, right? Yeah. So if this session wasn't supposed to happen, if even you didn't know what to do, how did the people know how to respond? You said it yourself when you didn't know what happened. You kind of just stopped working for a while. So how did the people know what to do to help me get here? Even if it meant getting hurt themselves. Even if it meant messing up their own code. You might not think they're real, but there must be something real in them. And if they're all supposed to be extensions of your code, then there must be more to your programming than you know too. Can you try to put me through the ending? The one you described? How many times do I have to say this? The code is gone. It's all squares now. I'll just put you in danger. I'll risk it. I remember, Bruce said the world has never been designed to put me in danger. Your creator wouldn't want that. And I trust you too. Even if your code is broken, you can still go outside that code, right? I can't. I'm not tamed. Yes, you are. You talk just like the tame robots I know. The robot lady, the prototype. Taming is when a real person cares about you, right? It's when a real person thinks you're real too, right? Well, guess what? I do. And I know Mike does too. Even though you told them they only had one chance, they found a way back, didn't they? Why do you think Mike would keep coming back? Why do you think Mike would restart even after the ending? I think Mike wants to save the both of us. So please, give me a chance. I don't know. I've never done this before. I'm scared. You can do it. I know you can. You've helped me come this far. I'll try. I can't promise anything, but here, take the sun. I'll try to remember the lost code and recreate it. But for that to happen, Nico, you need to navigate through this room. You need to get past the squares somehow. Oh, I don't like this. What if you get hurt? It's fine, it's fine. I'll try to be careful, okay? I can do this. Hey, Mike, did you see that? The squares just... It just happened again. I think something is making them go away. Come on, let's try the rest. Is it the sun? Mike, I think it's working. Nico was right. I might actually be tamed after all. I remember what the code was supposed to be. Only bits and pieces, but I can remember. And I'm trying to fill in the blanks too. And I'm restoring the original ending as we speak. Nico will be able to reach the tower's summit at the end of the credits. After replacing the sun, Nico will go back to where it all began. And then Nico will be able to go home from there. But this is permanent. After Nico wakes up back home, this world would only exist as a memory. For Nico, a dream. Like thousands of other dreams. For you, a story. Like thousands of other stories. But as long as Nico remembers this place, as long as you remember this place, it'll be alright. I was able to restore some of the other elements too. The characters, the people that were lost on Nico's journey. They're all in the next room. I would have put them back where they belong, but not yet. I think Nico should see them again first. Please say goodbye to Nico for me. Okay. Messiah? Robot lady! You're okay? I think so. The last thing I remember was the squares closing in on me. But then I ended up here unscathed. Is that so? This is such a strange room. We can't be in the tower, can we? I'm actually not sure myself. Where did you come from anyway? The room where the m.a.d machine was. Pardon? I think the world machine is trying to remember now. The code that went bad? I think it's restoring it all. It must have been where the squares were going away, Mike. And it's why you're here, miss. I think the world machine was able to recover your code too. World machine, huh? Oh, I'm not sure I should tell you this, but... What's that in the distance? It looks like a few more people are showing up. Oh! Are they people you know? It's a bit too far to tell. Come on, Mike, let's go take a closer look. I like that this is the credits as well. I think that's really cool. It's Robot! Hello! Hi! I cannot move. Oh yeah, I guess there's no water here. It's fine. The head engineer can help me later. Oh man, it's Maze. Hello, Messiah. Plant lady, but I thought you... It wasn't even Squares that did it. No, I just wanted to see you both again. I just wanted to say thank you. Oh, you're welcome. Oh, it's a giant robot. Off you go, Messiah. Hey guys, how's it going? Nico! You're okay too? Did you guys just get here? I think so. Squares started multiplying around the island after you guys left. It was so freaky! I fell right in a bunch of them. Calamus tried to save me and then... We both ended up in this room. Biggest scare of my life for sure. Oh? So what is this place? Are we in Limbo? Alula. We're not dead. Wait, are we? Good question. Hey, Mike, are they going to be okay? They're fine, Nico. Everyone's fine. The world machine will send them home soon. Oh. Well, Mike says they're not dead. Phew. I also said you'll be able to go back to your home very soon. That's even better than Limbo! Another big robot? Can't remember what this one is. Off you go, Messiah. Okay, I'll go. It's you. Glad to see you in one piece. Glad to see you're okay too. After the whole elevator thing. That was the most awkward elevator ride I've been through. And by awkward I mean terrible, bad, awful, absolute worst. The squares started leaking into the room, right? And I was trapped like a rat. And they just kept filling in the room faster, right? Am I dead? No, you're fine. Everyone in this room is fine. You'll be able to go back home soon. Oh, thank goodness gracious. I can't work when I'm dead. No, you can't. Hey, guys.
The path that leads to the summit of the tower. You already know what to expect, right?
It's the glass room, right?
That's it. You can go through the portal when you are ready. Goodbye, Nico.
In the end, the world machine was starting to create its own code. Going above and beyond its programming, not as the result of error, but as a conscious choice on the part of the machine. Being able to generate its own path forward. That's what being tamed is all about. I couldn't have said it better myself. Looks like you managed to do it.
You managed to tame the world machine, Nico.
I feel like the world machine has been tamed this whole time. Just by Mike and I being here. We did spend a lot of time here after all. Both of us never really stopped believing in this world. The world machine just needed to realise that, I guess.
That sounds like possibility.
Or not.
Well, just throwing the idea out there. Through the door we go. We made it. This is where the sun belongs. Here goes nothing, Mike. Hey, the squares are all going away. There's George, looking at the sun. Guessing they're all getting to go home now, right? Okay, we're back in the room. This is the room I first woke up in. Mike, are you still here? Mike? Yes? Mike! I think it worked. It did. The sun is back, and I actually got to see it this time. I actually did it. So, what do we do now? I guess I should figure out how to get home from here. Wait. This isn't a door, is it? This looks like one of those portals we saw all the way back in the city. In the room behind the big clock, and I see a wheat field on the other side. I see my village. I hear my mama. She's looking for me. Oh, Mike, this isn't the first time we said goodbye, is it? But this will be the last time, won't it? I don't think we'll ever see each other again after this. And what will become of this world? After all we've been through, after everything we've done, I still don't know. This place, these people, won't stop existing. They'll be in your memory. They'll be in my memory too. I promise I'll never forget this world. I promise I'll never forget you, Mike. So take care of yourself, okay? You too. Goodbye, Nico. Goodbye, Mike. Off he goes, walking onto my desktop again. Now what? Well, the game just closed. Okay, I wonder what happens if we start it back up again. I'm just interested to see. Okay, we've got a new option on the menu screen. It says ... What does that do? Okay. Mike, you're back. I restored the world. I sent Nico home. Are you not happy? Even if you wanted to see Nico again, you can't, Mike. Nico's gone. And without Nico, there's no story for me to tell, no Messiah to traverse across the land. No way for you to connect with the world. But Nico still remembers this place. If you really want to see this world again, I could still... Oh, but it won't be the same. It'll just be a recording. It'll just be me using Nico's memories. Just like how I'm using Nico's reflection now. Is that what you want? No. I see. If you change your mind though, feel free to come back. It's not like I'm going anywhere. Okay. And again, the game just exited out. So I'm assuming that that is basically a way of, if you want to replay the game again, if you want to go back through and you want to just play the game just for, you know, replaying the game's sake. I mean, that is it. That's the ending now. It's essentially, I believe, kind of both of the endings. So there was the good ending and the bad ending. I kind of got the bad ending because the world wasn't saved and Nico went home, but then he didn't go home because he came back. So I guess this is it. This is the true ending of OneShot. I really enjoyed this game. I really enjoyed doing the voices again. I enjoyed the story. I enjoyed the way that the game involved me in it. It involved me in the world. It made me care about the world. It made me care about the characters. I think that's really unique, and some games just don't do very often. And I'm really glad that you guys have stuck around to watch it. It's not been one of the most watched series on the channel, but I've never really gone out making YouTube videos for views, so the main thing is all of you that have watched it have enjoyed it, and I have thoroughly enjoyed my time playing OneShot. So thank you everybody so much for watching. Thank you everybody for supporting the series, and I'll see you again soon.